Surprise, surprise, surprise. The king is Max.
Max, congratulations on a very fine performance tonight. You set all kinds of records, most significant strikes landed in a fight, in a round, all these different things could go on and on. Did this performance surpass even your own expectations, or did you think it would go that way?
No, man. I always try to set the bar, you know. I told you guys, I'm set the bar. Come beat me. I dare you. You know, and, I didn't break the records, actually. Ortega actually did it for me. You know, he's taking a lot of punches, so this is not one sided. That guy was taking some damage, so toodles to him, and on to the next. You know, like I said, Bless Express is stopping T City. You know, all aboard. Don't miss the seat. We're going to UFC Hawaii now. Dana, take me home. I want a virgin lava flow on the beach. So let's go.
Yeah. You mentioned Brian's toughness. I mean, were you surprised that he was able to take some of those shots? Didn't even get a knockdown or anything like that. That he was just able to keep taking them.
Not at all. You know, it's just in our blood. You know, it's in when you watch a Hawaiian fight like BJ. You know, you see him take some shots. You see me take some shots, and you watch Mexicans. They can take some shots. You know, so it's just in his blood. It's in. You know, when UFC say fighting is in our DNA. You know, I think he got really fighting in his DNA. You know, in his heritage. They select me, so. It is what it is, you know. Like I said, it's Shark Week, and that's Max Week, and he got to come to the deep waters, you know. And we found out if it was sink or swim, so we got to answer the question.
Do you think they made the right call stopping it after the fourth round?
I was, it sucks, you know. I was on some bad calls, some doctors, so I know how he feels, you know. But it is what it is. They're in there for our safety. If it was one more round, it's gonna be one more round of the same thing. So the doctors is doing their job.
Last thing from me, Dana was in here earlier, and I'm sure you've been asked about it already. Wants you to go up to lightweight, and I kind of asked him. Obviously, if you did that, you'd be giving up your belt. I'm sure there's certain things in your contract that are beneficial with being a champion and stuff. So when it comes to all that, I mean, do you need some sort of assurances if you do go up, whether it's a title fight right away, certain things in your contract? Is that all part of it?
Hey, look, Dana White is the boss. You know, the boss is looking for super fights, you know. All the UFC guys, you guys be talking about me fighting at 55 for super fights. So if it's everybody I keep hearing the name Conor, Khabib, and at the end of the day, they got something to figure out. I think so. It's after this fight actually, right? The little press thing with that they going on. So hopefully they can figure it out. Wish the best of luck to them, and we can sit down with Dana. We figure it out.
Tony Ferguson said he'd like to fight you.
Hey, we see what happens. You know, that's a fun fight. I mean, you guys watching Bet It. Someone called me, Tony, so I got a bone to pick.
Max, you're 16-3 now in the UFC, 13-fight win streak. You just tied GSP, John Jones, Demetrius Johnson, right behind Anderson Silva. Not only are you probably the greatest featherweight ever, you might be one of the greatest fighters of all time. Does that drive you to become the greatest MMA fighter ever?
Yeah, you're wrong. I still believe the greatest featherweight of all time is Jose Aldo. And when I'm 30 or 31 or his age, then you ask me if I'm the greatest featherweight of all time, if I'm stood here. But at the end of the day, I just want to be the pound for pound number one. I'm a champion. I'm defending my belt. Now I'm being number one. If it's up a weight class, it's up. If it's here, defending my throne. If I get to fight one of my good friends, the baddest man on the planet for that title, bring it on, Kung Fu Panda. I got you, DC. Hawaiians, we love eating, and I can see him very soon.
Max, I mean, over 300 strikes landed in that fight. Like he said, you broke all kinds of records. When you're just in there, though, and you're standing in front of this guy and you're just hitting him with shot after shot, and he just is walking forward and not falling down, what is going through your head?
Man, this guy I was just thinking, he's going to be in here for 5 rounds taking this much. I hope he's okay, but so be it. It is what it is. He's going to get damaged, That's my game plan. I take it deep waters, Like I said, when you're ready to walk out that door, I'll hold your hand and walk you through that door, But if not, if you're just gonna tough it out, hey, tough man, good for you.
Yeah, I mean, you were coming off the longest layoff of your career, and I think you have maybe a bit of a reputation as a slow starter, but you going in there and you were on fire early. It felt like you found your distance really quickly in that fight. Did you really get into it really quickly as opposed to starting slow in your mind, and what went into that?
Yeah, you can thank my coaches for that. They they loosened the leash on me on this one in like early in the round. So early in the fight, in the back, they tell me just be loose, just go out there and do your thing already, go attack. Every other fight, they're holding me, like a pit bull, like just pulling me back and being like, hey, hold on, relax, and then it's like a retractable one, so they just keep letting go of the thumb and letting it go. But this one they said go get it, go have fun. I was singing my walkout song. I was talking to Ortega in there. I was talking to Joe every time I went back. I saw my son. Told him what's up in there. He told me keep my eyes on Ortega, so it was cool.
Just how good did it feel to get back?
I felt great. I felt like a Canadian, eh? This is the 10th island. This is ridiculous, Hey, you guys switched up on me on one of the rounds, though. I heard them chanting Ortega, and I was like, wow. I was like, come on, guys. And then they came right back around, and it was louder. So hey, I love you guys, 10th island. You guys are the best.
Well, hey, last one for me. I know you're still hesitant to do so, but I mean, Dana White was in here and he said you may already be the greatest featherweight ever. What would you need to do in your mind, that to cement for you to become the greatest featherweight ever?
Just keep winning. I just gotta keep winning. I just gotta keep doing my job, keep winning fights, and let you guys keep talking about it. But personally, for me, I think Jose still is, and I'm chasing him. He set the bar. He still got a bar. I still gotta break it, and I'm setting bars for these guys. People are saying that this new era or whatever. I'm setting the bar for a new era, I guess. When the blessed era is here, the blessed era is gonna be in full effect.
Congrats.
Hey Max, congratulations on your win tonight. Seeing Brian's performance though, he was just a warrior in there. Would you grant him another rematch in the near future? Do you think he deserves one?
We see what happens. That's not up to me. I fight whoever. You guys see a bunch of my fights are short notice in here. I think I got three fights, or actually 2 fights that they actually let me fight on 10 days. I don't care. A couple hours. If Renato was ready for going 1 hour, I would have fought again. If they told me, hey, Renato wants to fight, hey, let's do it. We would have did it twice. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's my warrior spirit.
Last question is, you consider this the 10th island. Would you want to come back and headline for the 3rd time here in Toronto, Canada?
We see what happens. I love this place. Maybe try the summer like this. A little bit warmer, please. But if it's the first week of December, hey, it's been a good week for me for the last 3 years. So if it's the 4th year in a row, then so be it. And look, we packed this thing out. Ariel Awani said he thought GSP was fighting tonight, so it was pretty dope, man. I love these guys, man. The fans here, you guys remind me of Hawaiians. They warm, I'm walking through the underground city, which I didn't know was there until midweek. We was walking outside Hawaiians been freezing, and then down underneath you could just walk with no jacket. I was like, wow, guys, we really dropped the ball on this one. So it's cool, I'll come back for sure. I love this place. It's the 10th island, like I said.
Hey Max, the right hand, was that something that you knew going into the fight was going to be there, or was it just something that when you started landing it, I'm gonna stick with this?
We just in there. I felt it. I was letting it go. I don't even think I threw that much right hands in my camp. We did a lot of stuff. I just switched it up in there. I got the tattoo blessed on top, down going my right arm, and I was like, I might as well bless you as much as you can. So that's what happened.
And you talked about the 4th round. You said you told your corner that the 4th round was going to be it. That was really the time when you saw Ortega starting to back up. What did you see from him as he was weakening that round?
When you're in there, you see things. I just felt his energy dropping every round. I heard his coaches talking, in the first couple rounds, and he'd push, and then, around the 3rd round and stuff, I heard his coaches talking, and there's no push anymore, And then when I was coming out of the 3rd round, I told Joe, this is the round. Get ready to come in and talk to me. And then when I didn't get the finish, I walked straight to Jordan. I was like, this close. Maybe next one. And then when they called the fight, I jumped the cage. The first guy I talked to was Joe. I was like, hey, I guess I was right. I take it back. We was there.
Congrats.
Max, after the fight, Brian went to talk to your son. Do you have any idea what he said to him?
I don't know. What did he say, Mini Bless? Yeah, he probably wasn't listening. So, to Brian, did Brian talk to you? My opponent? No. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just gave him knuckles? Yeah, Brian's a cool dude. I heard an interview of him saying that if we wasn't fighting, we can be friends. And I told him, yeah, after whatever, after this fighting thing is done, I'd gladly come to California and hang out with you, I don't know about right now, but when we all said done and fight, I see you around, yeah, we could totally be friends. He's a cool dude, so respect to him.
Are you at all bothered that Moicano didn't make weight?
Not at all. Like it's hard. He was like an alternate, Like how do you get hyped up to be an alternate? When you make weight and you can't fight, it's kind of shitty, you know what I mean? That's a shitty feeling. So I don't know how you push through to get there. And then when I walked in, we was in the same weight cutting room, so that was kind of like, I wasn't awkward. Like I would have let them stay. Like they left out of respect, I think, and that's cool. I love their team, but and at the end of the day, it was just like, how do you get up for that? You know what I mean? How do you like sit there and be like, oh, I like hoping like we're fighters. If I was an alternate, I wouldn't want to hope him or Ortega was dropping out so I can get my shot. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to push for something that's not there to just do it. If you ever tried to cut weight, it sucks. You know what I mean? Like I don't give him a hard time. I guarantee you give him the right time, the right opponent. You give him a title fight, he makes 45 for sure.
Last question from me. You were supposed to fight Frankie Edgar at UFC 222. We're hearing that you might be switching up to 155. Is that a name that you want to face before you move?
Hey, Frankie's a legend. Frankie's a legend. Like I said, I saw Mark Henry, and me and Mark Henry was talking, and I told Mark Henry, hey, if me and Frankie keep this up, we can catch up Khabib and Tony on the most misaligned fight. So, but let's not do it, So, but he's one of the legends. He's one of the good. He got some injuries right now, and when he figures it out, I'll be right here. And if it's 55, it's 55. Like I said, the boss man, the guys are trying to make super fights, and all the UFC guys in the back, I keep hearing them throwing names. You know what I mean? So we see what happens. We see what happens. We got nothing but time on our side, so. I'm here to stay, baby. Like I said, is there anyone else? Step forward.
Max, when you look at the lightweight division, Dana said the top 5 fights he thought would be great for you. Any of those top guys, which one do you think you match up with best and would make the most fun fight with? When you look at Khabib or Tony, Kevin Lee, obviously McGregor, is there anyone you look at and you think you would have the most fun fighting?
Everybody talk about the top 3 guys, and everybody talk about Tony. Everybody wants to see me and Connor because we fought when I was a kid. A long time ago. Dennis beat that Max too. Dennis Bermudez beat that Max a couple years ago. So the top 20 featherweights in the world, 30 would beat that Max. So it is what it is. And then Khabib is another undefeated fighter. If I got this niche, I guess I just gave an undefeated fighter his first loss. So maybe that one might excite me the most. And we were supposed to have that one, so we see what happens. I don't know. I ain't picky. Feed me. They all can get it.
As a competitor, because you lost to Connor, would he have any more interest to you, just so you could avenge that? You're a competitor. You want to win. You lost to him. Would you want to avenge that more than against somebody else?
Not really. Like as a competitor, I have 3 losses, so I want to get them all 3 back. That's just me. But I want to fight everyone. Whoever. As a competitor, I fight whoever. If you tell me some guy's the best, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, is this the best guy? I'm gonna fight you then. Put your dukes up. Let's trade blows.
Lastly, what do you attribute your great improvement to from 5 years ago to now? 5 years is not a long time, but you are a dramatically different guy. What do you attribute the improvement to?
Great coaches. I'm about to give you 3 names. Write them down. They're gonna go in the history book. Rylan Lazarus, Ivan Flores, and Darren Yap. The 3-headed beast. These guys is animals. These guys break down a lot of stuff. Even my wrestling coach, Michael Nakagawa, he's a fighter. He's coming up, my brother. And but those guys, those 3 guys and those 4 guys, they put it on the line for me all the time. And when it's go time, quick story. It's funny. When that Khabib fight, Rylan was leaving the hospital with his second-born child. That day that we left to go and fight Khabib, I had to ask his wife, and his wife was like, "Hey, you better go up, kick ass." That's how much. I love these guys. Those 4 guys right there, is their brains behind. I'm just a guy. I'm just the guy doing it, but their brains putting it behind me. So I love those guys.
Max, Thursday, you were singing along with your music in your open workout, and then you talked about your walkout song. So I need to know, what's the championship song? What's the first thing you're playing tonight?
I don't know. Whatever. Many Bless probably have the songs, or we don't know. I don't know. We see what happens. I played. Thursday I was singing to my songs. Tonight, I don't know if you guys saw. I sang to my song. This a rollie, not a stopwatch. I lied. It's actually an AP. But you know, give me my respect. Give it my respect. It's cool, man. You know, shout out to Six God. What curse? Told you guys I was here to stay. You know, the Blessed Express is on the move, like I said. All aboard.
Max, this just became official. With your performance tonight, you passed Michael Bisping and Frankie Edgar for the most significant strikes in UFC history. You just turned 27 this week. That's honestly incredible. Just what does that record mean to you to already own that so young in your career?
That's dope. That's it. You know what I mean? These guys is legends, you know, and I'm chasing these guys. You know, Michael's a legend. Like I said, Frankie's a legend, man. So I'm telling you guys, I'm going to set the bar. I'm trying to set the bar. And I dare you guys to catch me. Come get me. Come. You know, if, you know, this world, we already got one Max Holloway. So stop trying to beat me. Be yourself and come beat me. I dare you.
How high do you think you could push that record?
Oh, I can push it high. I can push it high. I want it to be done fighting like mid-30s. So we got some time, baby.
Hey, Max, that sounds kind of messed up, but was that the most, and I think you could hear how much everyone in the arena enjoyed that fight. Was that the most enjoyable fight you've been in?
Yeah, you know, I felt loose in there. Like I said, I was talking to Joe Rogan. I saw my son, talking to him. My coaches was talking to me. I was talking back. I was talking to Ortega in there. I was talking to everyone, you know. If I had a cell phone, I'd probably be texting someone. Who knows, you know. I was having the time of my life, man. I missed this, you know what I mean? Like, I talked about depression earlier in this week because I love this so much, and I got it taken away from me. I couldn't even train, you know. So I finally got to go in there and do my thing, and it was so fun, you know. It was so fun. You guys got to see. And
as far as you're concerned, where does that fight stand among the best of 2018?
I told you guys, Chris, you guys are so lucky. You guys, Christmas came early. You guys got a Loma and a Holloway fight on the same day. You guys are welcome, you know. And they're probably gonna replay this card. I told you guys they're gonna replay it. I'm not gonna be surprised if Christmas Eve, this card is replayed, because they did it the last 3 years. So you guys, you know, well, congratulations. You guys are gonna get like 3 free presents, even if you're supposed to get Cole.
Hey Max, just a quick follow-up on the kind of comments you made earlier in the week about, or you know, for people that are battling depression. It got a lot of positive reaction online. Did you see any of that? Did people reach out to you after you made those comments?
Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people. It's crazy because a lot of people forget we're humans. I'm human just like you guys, and they keep forgetting they're superheroes. They're just not there yet. Everybody keep calling me champ. I was a champ before I had this. This doesn't make me a champ. I can put it all the way on the ground, put it on the ground, whatever you want to do. I was a champion before when I started. When I said I wanted to be a UFC, I carried myself as a champ, and that's what it is. This is just extra. This is just something to prove to you guys. Like, look, I already knew I was a champ. Now right here, whatever. And that's what I said. Don't be scared. At the end of the day, talk to somebody, but you need yourself. You got to back up yourself. You bless yourself, and don't be scared to reach out. Surround yourself with a great team. Like I said, I got a great group of guys behind me that's always behind me, and they love me. And reach out to people. Depression is a real thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you, boss.
Thanks, Max.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All done? Can I see a picture?
Yeah, please.